As O'Fallon gets into the construction season, a new multi-year effort to renew the city's aging infrastructure is underway. Nearly every area of the city will see significant work as part of a multi-million-dollar investment in our infrastructure.
With this Renew O'Fallon program that we got started up this year, the City Council and the Mayor has allocated increased levels of funding so that we can do more to serve our residents. For example, this year in 2017, we're doing almost $4 million worth of concrete repairs to our streets.
O'Fallon's Public Works Division just held a 2-day training crash course on new ways to improve our streets.
The City of O'Fallon is looking for better ways to repair our streets, to have better, more higher quality repairs done and more efficiently. So what we did was we brought in experts from around the country that have been doing what's called a concrete partial depth repair.
Steve and his engineers called on Daniel P. Frentres of the Aggregate and Ready Mix Association of Minnesota to teach our guys a lesson in partial depth patching.
So I'm here to try to teach the City of O'Fallon maintenance people how to do a partial depth patch with the mill and all the tricks that the Minnesota contractors have developed over the last 37 years of doing this patch. And we have patches in Minnesota that are 25 years old and still work. So we look at this as a permanent fix.
As the city continues to invest millions in our streets, it's important to not only save money on repairs, but also make sure those repairs last through Missouri's ever-changing weather patterns.
These asphalt patches they've been putting on this road here, they last about 7 to 8 years, and then they got to come back and redo it again, labor for the city. This patch that we put in today should be here for 20, 25 years. So the crew doesn't have to come out and rework on that particular joint. And so they'll remove these asphalt and put this in here as permanent patch, and they'll go to more deteriorated areas and they'll just do the concrete patch and make it last.
The cost of doing this type of repair is about 1/10 of the cost of replacing an entire slab. Oftentimes people want an entire slab replaced, but the cost to do that every time would be prohibitive. So we got to make the money go as far as we can. So this is a good way of doing that.
During the 2-day course, our crews were able to do hands-on training right here in O'Fallon. Members of the Streets Division demonstrated how to do the partial depth patch as other public works divisions throughout the state observed. Successful patching was demonstrated in 3 steps.
First, you have to remove all the bad concrete. So you mill it out, and then we come back and hammer and chain in the hole, and we dig out the hole in the center, and we dig all that out. So first is to remove the bad concrete. Then the next step is to create a bond. And creating a bond is sandblasting, get the concrete back to totally clean and all the deteriorated stuff out of there. And then the bond is created by cleaning with a sandblaster, and then we take a grout. And the grout is 2 parts cement, 1 part water, and 1 part sand, and mixed to the consistency of like Cool Whip, or cream. And then that's painted over the whole patch area.
The 3rd step of the process requires compression relief.
We have to provide compression relief, and we did that with 1/4-inch styrofoam today. And that's the first patches we did, 1/4-inch compression relief, and that has to go full depth through the patch. If the pavement, and we pour the concrete and we vibrate it down into a hole in the bottom and it tries to close in the summer and it can't close, the patch will fail. Well, no failures happen by July in this area. If they work through July, then we're good to go. If it busts out in July, then they have to mill it out and start over. So that's the last step, is creating compression relief full depth through the patch.
O'Fallon's Public Works Division learned some new tips and tricks that will improve our streets now and into the future. If you are interested in learning more about Renew O'Fallon and the many infrastructure projects taking place throughout O'Fallon, you can visit www.ofallon.mo.us.